Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure being here. My name is Ronen Spirer, and I am the Director for 5G Solution Marketing at Fortinet. So that's a really good question. I think that we need to look at 5G and Edge as enablers. Now, 5G provides a smart, critically available, critically reliable wireless connectivity in any scale, local, regional, national, international, right? So you're getting away from the limitation of mobility that where, do I have the bandwidth? Do I have the reliability? Do I have the latency? Do I have the quality? But you got it given, right? You have the right quality. You have the SLA required in any environment and in any scale. But this is not enough, right? Because you need more than that, right? In order to evolve your enterprise, in order to evolve your networks, your use cases, you need to have the networks, but you also need to have the right devices with their right capabilities. So that can be anywhere from sensors to smart closing to drones to cars and so on and so forth. You need to have the networks, and then you need to have the application, the other data tools, which are today at data centers and mostly in public cloud, right? What the Mac adds, or what the edge computing adds, is additional degrees of capabilities, agilities, and capabilities with different aspects such as latency, privacy, costs, telemetry, contacts, and more. So it's the combination of these two, 5G and private and public, and edge computing. It's all these flavors that will play an important role in enterprise evolution and enterprise networks evolution. Okay, so if we take into account that we're talking about use cases, right? We're talking about devices, we're talking about networks, we're talking about applications, we're talking about edge, 5G, and tools and digital tools. That has an impact on cybersecurity, right? It means that the networks are now much more complex, right? When you add technology, when you add these capabilities, these ecosystems that you're building, these ecosystem, you immediately enlarge your attack surface and you increase your risk. That's one consideration. The other consideration is that, as they are becoming more business critical to the way the enterprise is done, the type of services it provides, the innovation, then it's going to serve as a honeypot for cyber threat, for cyber actors. Therefore, the emphasis on security has to grow. And then, of course, when you're talking about use cases, we have to, and with the evolution of the network, we have to go away from the bottom-up approach that we're used to, where I look at the different technology, the different components of a use case to say, okay, I'm going to secure this one, I'm going to secure the other one. And I have to look at the top-down approach. Okay, this is the use case, I have to secure the use case, whether it's compliancy, whether it's visibility, and so on and so forth. And that will drive the other more detailed tasks and components from a security perspective. And of course, compliancy. That will have an impact on compliancy, and introducing these type of technologies will also may impact the security posture that in the compliancy that the enterprises have today. So all of that together means that you really have to pay attention and maybe even rethink your cybersecurity posture. AI, right? Machine learning is very hot, right? Everybody's talking about it. So AI and machine learning for me are very similar, but I'll talk about AI in a generic term. There are a must in dealing with several aspects of cybersecurity. One is the pure amount of threat and alarms and information and data that we get in order, and we have to analyze and deal with. And that has to do with two aspects. One is, from a security vendor perspective, provide the right threat intelligence to make sure that the infrastructure, the security infrastructure out there at enterprises or service providers is up to date and effective. So you can only do it with AI and machine learning. And this is something that at Fortinet, for example, 40 labs, we've been 40 guard labs, we've been doing now for many, many years. Otherwise, it's just impossible to deal with the quantity of information. This is also true at, enterprises, security operation centers, right? They have limited resources. They're getting a lot of information, a lot of alarms, and they need to use AI and machine learning in order to help them spend the resources and the time that they have to deal with the really important things and the important tasks such as mitigation, recovery, forensic. And again, we help by actually implementing AI and machine learning in some of our SOC solutions such as FortiSIEM and FortiSOAR. Then, of course, the cybersecurity infrastructure and its different components, whether they're physical, virtual, hybrid, and containerized, right, have to implement AI technology and machine learning to help deal with the changing behavior of the network, specifically when we're talking about networks which are very dynamic, which will include 5G and MAC and Edge. We have to include these type of engines and capability within the product to allow them to achieve better protection in lieu of ever more sophisticated attack in a more changing and dynamic environment. This is something that we've been doing, for example, with our FortiWeb web application firewall. So AI machine learning has to go into every layer of cybersecurity, and it's already happening for quite a long time. So we at Fortinet have been for several years now promoting the vision and delivering on the fact that cybersecurity has to be we have to go away from silos and we have to go to an integrated and converged approach, right? Something that provides cybersecurity for the entire use case, for the entire attack surface and the attack vectors, that provides you the right security visibility alongside automation and orchestration, right? And we deliver that through our cybersecurity platform, which is the Fortinet Security Fabric, right? Which really is a common set of integrated, converged, and consolidated cybersecurity technologies that provide that overall protection for the entire use case, attack surface, for the entire ecosystem that enterprises are building around 5G and around MAC. And this really provides a unique advantage, which is real-time protection throughout the use cases, anywhere from the device to the user, to the application, through the hybrid network. And I think that is key because it allows you to deal with the dynamic nature and the agile nature where these type of network evolution such as 5G and MAC brings to the enterprise and will be key in actually evolving the different use cases and the capabilities that will allow enterprises to evolve.